These last me a good 3 weeks. They last me long. They stay on for a long time. And also, I think wearing them for 2 to 3 weeks is great. By the time you hit that 3 weeks, they're easily coming off. People are like, oh, I love your nails. Thank you, Glamnetic. Stay tuned. I'll show you guys exactly how I achieve this look. I'm obsessed. Welcome back to another day of Vlogtober. I am going to be doing a new fresh set of nails. Like, how cute are these nails for fall, for spooky season? It's October. I was like, I needed something that screams, okay, pumpkins are out, skeletons are out on everybody's lawns, but I don't want it to look too gaudy and too tacky. And I found these in Ulta Beauty. These are like the perfect in between, the perfect like middle ground of like just trendy nails to wear during the spooky month. So this is the before of what my nails currently look like. These are the previous set that I have been wearing for these last few days. I love to go back to a classic French nail, which I have a tutorial coming up on that for you as well. But I'm going to be showing you guys my cheat code when it comes to taking off my nails, especially if it's like, I don't want to go through the whole long drawn out process that I usually do, which is to soak off the nails, then drill off any excess glue or whatever. If you are wearing your nails for almost 3 weeks, maybe even 4, but if you're in the 2 to 3 week range, your press-ons are already going to start to get loose and get ready to lift right off. So there really isn't a need. I just like to use the drill personally, just because I like to kind of get that extra cleanup done and that prep work done to make sure that the nails last me long. But today we're going to be using everything that comes in the kit for the press-on nails. All right, so as you can see here, I'm using the wooden applicator. This is like a disposable applicator that you can use. It's like cuticle pusher, and I use that to just gently start to, as you can just see, that one just flew right off. That one was really loose, but I just gently start to kind of lift the nail off of my nail bed, and I just go from sidewall to sidewall. See, that one came off even faster. Like I said to you guys, this is like a pain-free method, and this is a great like method, especially if it's like if you're traveling and you want to do your nails and you're bringing a set of press-on nails to do on your vacation. It's like these kits are designed to be on the go, so there really is no need to have a drill. But like I said, if you want to go that extra step, extra mile like myself, then use the drill. But in today's video, we're purposely using everything that comes in the kit, so it just makes the process go by a lot quicker, a lot smoother. I'm just showing you guys what my nail bed looks like. Little to no damage. A lot of the dryness that you see on the top of my nail beds, if you can see it anyway, because it's kind of hard with the lighting, is mostly like just the excess glue, dried up glue. All those little crumblet bits that you're seeing falling off, that's excess glue. So that's not like I'm chipping away at my nail bed. But yeah, I'm just going in and I'm just making sure I get all the nails off. This was a really fun set, by the way. I love me a good almond shape. I love a good French. And lately I've been trying to wear more shorter nails, because it's just so much more practical, so much more, I feel like I get a longer wear out of shorter nails. But anyways, I digress. First things first, we're going to go in and we're going to cut away all those excess nails. It's not really excess, but this is a step that you can skip if you don't want to do it. I personally like to go in and cut my natural nails shorter, because my nails tend to grow a lot faster underneath press-ons or extensions of that nature. However, I also like a clean look underneath the press-ons, because if you've been wearing press-ons for a while, then you know that sometimes with certain shape, if you're not doing like a traditional square shape, if you're doing a short almond like me or a long almond, you're going to start to see your nail beds kind of poking out underneath. I don't know about you guys, but I hate that. That's like one of my pet peeves. I take big pride when people come up to me and they're like, oh my God, I love your nails. They look so natural. And then when I tell them, oh, it's press-ons, they're like, what? This looks like salon quality. Like, I could never do something like this. And I'm like, I know you can. I believe in you. I was once like you. But anyways, I digress. My point in sharing this story with you all is to say that this is all in the prep work, and it starts with cleaning up your nails underneath the press-on. After that, the thing that's going to be your best friend, and this is the game changer in not using a drill, is you're going to use the little nail file that comes in the kit. Most press-on nail kits, like, it doesn't matter the brand, they all have the same tools that come with it. You're going to get a mini nail file, you're going to get the glue. Some of them even go the extra mile and give you those little sticky tabs. If you don't want to even use glue, but you want to put the sticky tabs on the nails, you can use those. And then they also come with cuticle oil. I love those kits that go that extra mile and do that. And then you also have the wooden cuticle pusher, like what you saw me using to lift the old nails off. So the file is probably I'd have to say maybe my first favorite tool that comes in the press-on kits. I say it like that just because you can get a lot done with the file that you won't necessarily need all the tools that come. I mean, you will need the glue, but the reason why I say that the nail file for me is like one of the most important tools that come in the kit is because you can actually use the nail file, like the rounded edges, to sort of not only buff your nail, shape your nail, file down your nail, but you can also use it on the nail bed gently to buff the nail whilst also pushing the cuticle back. So you wouldn't really necessarily need to use the wooden applicator. I mean, I know a lot of women get nervous about using it because you're supposed to use it gently, but some freak out, if it's a painful process for them or not. So if you want to skip all of that anxiety inducing labor, then I recommend that you just use the nail file, gently buff away all of the excess oils on the nails, whatever, and then kind of use it to gently push your nail bed back and also your cuticles back. And also it'll help to just kind of create that sort of traction that the glue will need to adhere the press-on nails later on to the actual nail bed. Now, for my ladies who are following this tutorial step by step and you are going to use the cuticle pusher, as you can see, you're going to use the end of the cuticle pusher that is kind of slanted. There's one end that's kind of slanted or kind of at an angle, and then the other one literally looks just like a sharp, pointy toothpick side. We're not using the toothpick side, but we are using the slanted edge side. And you're just using the tip of that, and as you can see what I'm doing, you're just gently pushing back the skin. That's what the cuticle is. That's at the top of the nail bed. From there, it's time to go in with your alcohol pad. I'm using this one that comes in the kit from Glamnetic, and it is just a game changer when it comes to how long these nails last, because like I said, you're trying to kind of prep the nail bed, stripping it of all the excess oils so that the press-on nails will adhere to the nail bed and last you very long. So this little thing is just going to get off just enough of product or anything that may be sitting on your nail beds that you cannot feel or see. And after that, I'm not gonna lie, it dries out. So it's literally just for your nails, cleaning them off. And then once that's done, you can get ready and jump into the next step, which are the extensions. So this is my favorite part of the press-on nail routine, and that is to finally find the right sizes that fit the nail bed shape and sizing. So one thing that I love about the Glamnetics nail kit is that it gives you a good range of nail sizes to work with. I've been learning through the past year, actually. I was going to say the last couple of months, but it's actually been over a year, I think, that I have officially been wearing just press-ons. It might even be pushing a year and a half, close to 2 years. But basically, I love that these kits come with a medium, a small, and a large when it comes to nail beds. And that's what you guys see me doing here. The way to figure out what your nail bed size is, or if the nail is going to sit properly and make sure that you find the right sizing so that it lasts you longer is making sure that the nails touch from sidewall to sidewall. They shouldn't be actually sitting on or overlapping and touching onto the sides of your fingers. Instead, what you should be noticing is that it should fit perfectly in between the sides of your fingers, essentially. I was going to say your nail bed. So on your nail bed, it should literally sit perfectly. If you see that it's overlapping, it's touching the cuticle or it's touching the sides of your fingers or anything of that nature, you'll see it. It is just going to look too big. Then that is not the right size for you. It's too big. And then if you see that you can literally see too much of your nail bed underneath the nail, like the nail itself is not even sitting on your nail bed, then it's too small. For the nail glue, I'm just using this applicator nail glue that comes in the press-on kit. And what I love about the nail glue is that it just comes out very lightweight and airy. It doesn't come out too thick or globby, if that makes sense. And what I like to do is I put a little bit on my nail bed from sidewall to sidewall, as you guys just saw. And then I also put some on the press-on nail itself. And then the trick here is you want to push out any air bubbles when applying the press-ons. So I like to apply it from the cuticle to the edge of my nail bed itself. And then I like to press on it for a good 30 seconds, sometimes even longer. I feel like a good rule of thumb is to literally have something playing in your background. Maybe you're watching a movie or a TV show or listening to music. I like to let at least 45 seconds to 60 seconds, making it almost a minute long, pass. And I like to just play around, squeeze my nail bed, put some pressure on there to make sure that it's really, really on there. That is the key, and that is my secret sauce to letting it last for 3 weeks long. I am obsessed with this cuticle oil that I got at Ulta Beauty. It's from a brand called C&D. It smells amazing, and it just really leaves my cuticles feeling very hydrated and not looking dry, because as you guys know, especially as Black women, you can get your nails done, and after everything's said and done, washing your hands, the whole process, even doing your nails at home, just leaves your cuticles looking and feeling dry. I mean, it makes sense because we're doing so much manipulation to the nails itself that the cuticles are dry. So in order to avoid that, I like to go in with this cuticle oil, and I just go all along the cuticle, the nail bed on the sides, and then I also work that down to my knuckles because I just find it to be very therapeutic almost, and it doesn't have me looking ashy after having such cute nails on. Sometimes when I'm even working the oil into my nails, it kind of gets onto the press-on nails and it gives us this nice glossy look that I really love, as you can see here. And these are what the nails look like when you're all finished. I hope you guys have fun with this set. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but you can find these press-on nails at your local Ulta Beauty, and it is in the color candy corn. That's the style name if you're looking to have something cute, minimalist, classy, chic, not too gaudy or, you know, tacky looking for the Halloween season, or even just for fall in general. This is going to be your go-to, and especially for my girls that love a short nail. If you found this video very useful, give it a thumbs up down below. Don't forget to comment. Let me know if you are getting this set from Ulta Beauty or if you are already moving on to the Christmas vibes, which, by the way, subscribe because I will be having a few cute, fun holiday sets coming soon.